Dressing up in a natural form promenading gown by Priorattire. Today we are looking at a promenading gown. This specific one was meant to be worn at the seaside. Let us see what is lurking beneath all the frills. Starting with combinations and stockings. Oops, old stockings, there is a hole. You didn't see this. Sorry. Boots next. Forgot my button hook. Again. I have 3 at home. So doing it the hard way. This takes a little more time, but then again, I have had a lot of practice with these buttons. The stockings are cotton, light and comfy. The combinations are light cotton too. These are the open crotch model, making it easy to use the loo. These layers would be washed frequently. The stockings would be and will be darned and mended. Combinations, which combine a chemise and drawers in one garment, were becoming popular. They reduced bulk at the waist. One on, another one to go. Natural form era 1876-1882 dispensed with the prominent bustle and emphasized a more natural flow of the female body. Still corseted, of course. And before you say anything about corsets, please check my video on busting corset myths. Almost there. The lovely boots are the American Duchess Renoirs. Corset next. But let us get a bit of an end here. Those Victorian rooms can get quite stuffy. That is, if I ever open that window. Success! Now, where were we? Right, time for the corset. This is a longer line model, essential for close-fitting cuirass-style bodies. Made to an antique pattern in cotton couture and silk satin with a spoon basque and bust cording. The basque curves over the belly, making it very comfortable to wear. Straight basques were also used, and these too would curve with use over time. Split basque invention at the beginning of Victorian era made it easy to put it on without help. Once tightened, the laces are crossed and brought forward, then tied under the hook, securing them below the waist level. No bulk. Ta-da! And a bit of a close-up. And yes, it is becoming a bit too big for me now. Perils of weight loss. Natural form may have dispensed with big bustles, but light padding was still used if needed. Just enough to create a slightly rounded posterior. And the tie goes under the corset hook too. Petticoat next. The flounced petticoat can be used both on a bustle and natural form era outfits. Here, it simply adds more support to the skirt. The petticoat buttons up at the side, much more convenient for putting on. It is made in cotton, light, breathable, and would frequently be washed too. It could also be starched and pressed, but my maid is out and I'm lazy. Done! And yes, also a bit too big. May have to make another. Have had this one for 10 years now. Corset cover. And yeah, more buttons. Tiny buttons. Hidden buttonholes. Struggle. Camisole is made out of very thin cotton lawn. It protects the corset from wear and blurs its edges so that the corset outline doesn't show through the bodice. This one is an antique item, new old stock. It also soaks up perspiration, preventing stains on the silk bodice. It would be washed often. The skirt goes next. The end of the decade saw narrow skirts with long trains. A very elegant silhouette, and the skirts tended to be very ornate too. Frills, ruching, ruffles, bows, lace. Everything goes. The more the better. And then add some more. Much more. The side tapes are tied behind the legs, keeping the front of the skirt flat with just enough movement for walking. Not quite the later hobble skirt, but not far off either. The bodice sporting long side panels. Both skirts and bodice are made in very light silk with cotton lining. Not a lot of weight to them, and they breathe very well, essential for summer months. The bodice is bound too, and the waiststay fastens in front, keeping the strain off the buttons. And yes, you guessed it. More tiny buttons. Joy. I'm getting all the practice I can get here. One by one. A button hook would be useful here too, but hey, at home. It's not actually too bad. Naturally, a wealthy woman would have a servant or a family member to help, but as you can see, it is possible to get dressed without any help anyway. Might just take a few minutes longer. Not a big deal. Nimble fingers, due to all that practice, no doubt. Getting there. Almost there. Yay! Mission accomplished. All done. Love my bumbos. 3 bumbos. Important decisions. Which bonnet? Both are light straw bonnets suitable for the summer. I think this one becomes me better. For going outside, hatpins would be used, especially if it is as windy as doing our Victorian weekend in Brighton. Light gloves are a must. You can't make it up. 3 gloves, each different one. Oh no, these ones are fine. The gloves protect the hands from sun and dirt. They also limit your mobile phone use time. A bit of a pain, really. And for walking outside, what we need is a skirt lifter. Long trains are all fine, but they were not dragged on the ground. They would be lifted for walking, held up in hand, or with a lifter. The trains were on the floor indoors or in a clean public environment. And then they would have a detachable ruffle underneath, a balayage. This would be easily removed for wash. Trained petticoats were also used. Slight adjustment. And I think I'm done. Bumbos. Love my bumbos. A purse and matching silks, and a parasol to protect me from the sun. And I'm all ready. Yay! close-up time. Darn, just noticed my bow is askew. Oh dear. Behold the skirt lifter. Clip, clip. The train in full glory. And the inspiration. And a few clips from Brighton. And that's what the balayette looks like, here on a natural form ball gown. Just a detachable frill that can be chucked into the wash once dirty. Very convenient. This gown is a project for our next book, Victorian Dressmaker 2. Pattern and instructions will be included there. And the pattern, etc. for the pink natural era ball gown are included in the first volume, available on my website. Thank you for watching.